Every year, millions of people wait, sometimes for decades, for new medicines to reach the market. On average, it takes about 15 years and billions of dollars to bring a single drug to patients. But what if that could change? What if technology could shrink decades into just few years or even months? Today, we are talking about generative artificial intelligence in drug discovery. A groundbreaking use of ICT that's not just transforming healthcare but rewriting the very rules of medicine.
Drug discovery has always been one of the biggest challenges in science. It's complex, expensive, and painfully slow. Researchers spend years testing thousands of compounds, and most of them fail before even reaching human trials. Enter generative AI, a technology that doesn't just analyze data but actually creates new possibilities. Imagine an algorithm acting like a digital chemist, designing molecules that could actually become tomorrow's life saving drugs. This is the intersection of my two favorite subjects, chemistry and information technology. On their own, they might look like opposites, one focused on the natural world, the other focused on machines and code. But when they work together, they create something truly powerful. And that's why I chose this topic. It's personal, it's fascinating, and it has real world significance.
Let's start with the basics. How does generative AI actually work in drug discovery? Traditionally, scientists test compounds in the lab one by one. It's like looking at a needle in a haystack the size of the universe. But generative AI changes the game. Instead of blindly searching, it learns patterns from massive databases, chemical libraries, protein structures, even genetic information. With that knowledge, it can generate new molecules that are chemically valid and potentially useful as a drug. It's almost like a composer writing a new music, except instead of notes, it's arranging atoms. One of the most famous breakthroughs in this space came from DeepMind's AlphaFold, which cracked the protein folding problems. For decades, scientists struggled to predict how proteins fold into 3D structures, a key part of designing drugs. AlphaFold solved it in a matter of months, giving research a map of target diseases more precisely. And companies are already applying this. For example, in silico medicine used AI to design potential drug for pulmonary fibrosis. Normally, that process would take years, but with this AI, they had a viable drug in clinical trials under 3 years, something the industry had never seen before. So, what technologies make this possible? Deep learning algorithms, generative models, natural language processing, high performance computing and cloud systems, and AlphaFold and similar platforms. Together, these ICT tools turn what used to be a slow, manual process into something fast, scalable, and precise. Let's compare the old way to the new. Traditional drug discovery costing up to 2.5 billion per drug, timeline within 10 to 15 years, and having a success rate fewer than 1 in 10,000 compounds ever to make it to patients. AI-powered drug discovery costing up to potentially cut by 50 to 70% and timeline being shortened up to just 2 to 4 years. And having the capability of AI can simulate and test millions of molecules virtually before any lab experiment begins. And here's something even more inspiring. AI opens the door to rare diseases. Traditionally, pharmaceutical companies avoid these because they are unprofitable. But AI speed and efficiency mean that developing treatments for smaller patient groups is suddenly possible. There's a huge win for equity in global healthcare. So, it's not just about faster and cheaper, it's about making the impossible possible. Of course, no technology is perfect. Generative AI has its limit and risk. Data quality: AI is only as good as the data it learns from. If the training data is biased or incomplete, the results can be misleading. False positives: sometimes AI designs molecules that look good on the paper but don't work in real life. Ethical ownership: if AI creates a new drug, who owns the rights? The company, the developer of the algorithm, or is it shared? Healthcare inequality: there's a risk that these powerful tools will mostly benefit wealthy nations, leaving developing countries behind. These challenges remind us that ICT is not just technical, it's deeply social and ethical. Responsible use of AI in medicine will require global collaboration, transparency, and regulation.
So, where is this all heading? The future lies in personalized medicine, treatments designed for your unique DNA, lifestyle, and health history. Imagine walking into a clinic and having an AI system design a drug specially for you. Generative AI will also play a role in pandemic preparedness. During COVID 19, it took months to identify effective treatments. In the future, AI could simulate antivirals within days, potentially saving millions of lives. And partnerships forming right now between AI startups like Atomwise and major pharmaceutical giants like Pfizer and Roche, showing us that this isn't just about theories, it's happening and it's accelerating fast. In short, generative AI is not just improving healthcare, it's reshaping it from the ground up. To me, the most exciting part is seeing chemistry and ICT, two fields I have always loved, come together to solve real problems. On their own, they are powerful, but together they can change the way we fight disease, discover medicine, and save lives. Generative AI in the drug discovery isn't just a new tool, it's a revolution in how we think about science, technology, and the future of human health. And maybe, just maybe, it's the key to turning molecules into miracles.